Cardfight, Vanguard, Vs. 2.
Greetings! Mantoray79 here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Cardfight Vanguard, Dear Days 2. Alright, let's get started. Pressing the A button now. Loading game and proceeding. Here we are in the main menu, and for those of you who watched my previous video, I spent that time showcasing and explaining the cards available here in DSS08, the startup deck set for Brant Gates, Cardinal Dominus Orphis Regis. And now in today's video, I'm going to be heading back to story mode, so leaving the decklist menu. Back to main menu, to story mode. Here we are back in story mode, chapter Dignity and Determination. And in today's episode, I'm going to be challenging this main versus Tatsuki Bunkyo for the further progression of the game's main story. And before we head in, let's just start our deck for this episode. For the deck I'm going to be using this fight, I'll be using the deck I showcased in the previous episode, DSS08, the startup deck set for the Brant Gate Nations, Cardinal Dominus Orphis Regis. The deck all looks fine from this side, so we select the deck. Use this deck, yes I will. Deck equipped. Now for D skills. Should I use any of these D skills during the fight? Nope, still don't feel right about any of these D skills. Just gonna fight the old-fashioned way. Deck equipped, and let's get started. Pressing the A button now. Off we go. Oh, there's Yuki and Tatsuki. They seem to be talking in front of a shrine. I see, Tatsuki says solemnly. You want to leave Setsugetsuka. She broke the news to him like she did to Mika in the previous early episode. Tatsuki Bunkyo, always cool, yet his heart burns with passion. He believes in having fun and is conflicted between inheriting the shrine as the heir and spreading Vanguard. A member of Setsugetsuka. Very detailed. I'm sorry, Tatsuki-san. Yuki looks guilty. But I'm against it. Whoa, really? Talk about unsupportive. Yuki's surprised to hear it. I used to be the leader of Team Draco Moon here. Played Vanguard Dear Days 1 to see that. The reason I decided to return to Setsugetsuka while disbanding my team was that you enjoyed Vanguard more than I did. That seemed to be the case at the time. Kana and Yui surely feel the same way because we were in the same team. Tatsuki-san. Yuki seems to feeling guilty from hearing that. If you insist, then fight me. There's only one way to get this done, huh? Yuki surprised? Prove to me that you aren't leaving with half-hearted feelings. We're getting it all down there now. Show me your resolve for the fight. Whoa, Tatsuki looks pretty intense. Yuki is solemnly thinking about it. Understood. They're both all fired up. Let's get into it. And the screen blacks out. The battle begins. Let's get started. And here we are in the fight. Genesect goes first. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Scissors and rock. I lose. I go second. Drawing our starting hands. I got myself a Kagula, a Kaujimi, and 3 triggers. 2 criticals and a heal. Hold on to all normal units. Redraw triggers. Redraw. Perfect guard. Ah, come on, not my over trigger. Are you kidding me? And I got a grade 3 Novaria. This is really bad. My over trigger left the deck at the beginning of the game. So unlucky. Into my opponent's turn, he wrote the grade 1 Chaos in the calm streets. Draw. I arrive from the right deck. Cardinal Noit Rutus. For the right deck cost, I discard a draw trigger. Calcris, discard, and ride. And then energy generator set. Energy charge, I activate the skill of the Great One, Rutus. Rutus' skill, I am going to search my deck for a set order. I add the set order. Great 2, Eclipse Moonlight, add to hand. There we go. And my starter skill, draw a card. Come on, anything but a trigger. Draw. Great 1 perfect guard, not too shabby. On to battle phase. Vanguard to Vanguard, 8k. The attack goes through. Drive check. Yes, another set order. I can use this. And Slash! Damage check.
ダメージチェック
No trigger, safe. End of my turn. Now it's my opponent's turn.
スタンド&ドロー
Here comes his Great 2.
ライ
Quagmire of Solace Chaos. Great 1 skill. He reveals a draw trigger in a Great 1 Huanju. One goes to Soul, one goes to the bottom of the deck. The card he put in the bottom of the deck was Huanju. He calls a full field. Great 1 Stephanie. A Great 1 Huanju. And a Great 2... Sorry. The Great 2... Aether. That's still an easy mode, and it's kind of pointless to put Stephanie in a Chaos deck since it only works with Final Rush cards. 18k from this side, no guard, taking it.
ドライブ
Drive check. No trigger, Grade 3, Colossus, 1 damage. Ow! Damage check. No trigger, not a Grade 2. And here comes
ヴァンガードにアタック
attack from the Grade 2 Aether, no guard, gonna take it.
ノーガード
Here comes. Ow! Damage check. Not a critical, come on, wasted a trigger. Really unlucky the triggers in this fight.
パワープラス
And trigger effect wasted. End of my opponent's turn. Now it's my turn. Stand and draw. Come on, not a trigger. Oh, come on, really? Another critical? I ride from the right deck, Kubizia. Right deck cost I'm discarding. Let's see. My Grade 3 Orphis can let me place up to 1 card, Order Zone card, 1 World card from the Order Zone. No, it lets me place 1 World Order card from hand or drop to Order Zone, so I can afford to ditch one of my Order cards. I ditch 1 copy of Eclipse Moonlight to ride the Great 2 Cubizia. Then from my hand, I play the set Order, Eclipse Moonlight, Counter Blast, and Superior Call. Set
ダークナイト
Dark Knight set, and Superior Call a Shadow Army token, rear guard. Call.
ペリオルコール
Cubizia's skill, get plus 5,000 power.
スキル発動
And... Hold on, let's see, I give... Power to... Who should I give the power to? I give the power to Shadow Army
パワ
token.
ープラス
Then I call to the rear guard. Kojimi, call. That ought to be enough. To battle phase we go. First, Kojimi attacks the rear guard Aether. 10k, 10k.
アタック
ノーガー
The attack goes through. And slash. One less rear guard to worry about. Cubizia to Vanguard. 10k.
ヴァンガードにアタック
ドノーガ
The
ー
attack goes through. Drive check. Critical trigger. Nice, finally. Critical to Vanguard. Power to Shadow Army token.
クリティカルプラス
And power up. Critical up. 2 damage to opponent. Let's do this. Pierce.
ド
Check.
ダメージチェック
No trigger. Stephanie. Second check.
ダメージチェック
No trigger. Safe. One more attack. Shadow Army token to Vanguard. 30,000 power.
ヴァンガードにアタック
ノーガ
The
ー
attack goes through. Boom. One more
ド
damage.
ダメージチ
Check.
ェック
No trigger. Aether. 6. That's 4 damage. Not a bad start. End of my turn. My opponent's turn.
僕のターンだねドロー
Here comes
ライ
the Grade 3 Approaching Fangs Chaos. Grade 2 skill. Here, Soul Shard to critical trigger and Vanguard skill. Counter Blast and more cards to Soul.
コール
Whole bunch of cards. Colossus is skill. Soul Charge, a heal trigger. Nice.
ヴァンガードにアタック
21,000 power to Vanguard. And no skill. But Vanguard first, he's going to
パワープラス
power rear guard. No guard, taking the Vanguard.
ノーガード
Here comes
ドライブチェック
drive check. First check, no trigger, grade 3. And the second check,
ドライブチェック
no trigger, grade 2. So 1 damage to me. Here it comes. Ow!
ダメージ
Damage check. No trigger, perfect guard. Not good. Here comes 23k from this
ヴァン
side.
ガードにアタックだ
Still 4 heals. A good chance I can save it for later. No guard.
ノーガード
Ow!
ダメー
Damage
ジ
check. No trigger, grade 2. Not another grade 2. Come on. That's the end of my opponent's turn. Now it's my turn. Stand and draw.
ドロー
Another grade 3. I ride from the right deck. Cardinal Dominus Orphis Regis. For the right deck cost I'm discarding. I discard the critical trigger Star Aggression Dragon. Discard and ride. Skill of Orphis Regis. I place a world card from drop or hand to the order zone. I place Eclipse Moonlight. Eclipse Moonlight skill. I am going to call a Shadow Army token to the rear guard, calling it over here. I move my Kojimi to the back row and Shadow Army to the back row. First, I activate Energy Generator skill, Energy Blast 7 to draw a card. Draw. I drew a Grade 2 Polarxis Dragon. Let's see. I call Polarxis Dragon to rear guard. Let's see, let me just think this through. Polarxis Dragon can only be discard from hand or rear guard. My Vanguard lets me discard a card from hand. Alright, not gonna call Polarxis. Instead, I call 2 copies of Novaria. Call. And call. That should do it. Battle phase we go. First, Novaria unboosted to the Vanguard, 13k. Novaria's skill plus 2,000 power for each card in the order zone. There's 2 of them, so 4,000 power. 17,000 total. The attack goes through. Slash. 1 damage. Check. The attack goes through. Now, boosted by Shadow Army token. Go. Orphis Regis. 28,000 power. Orphis Regis' skill. Counter Blast 1. I discard 1. Discard. And Superior call 1 Shadow Army token over my rear guard. Novaria, call. Power up, and first I activate my Polarxis skill. Draw a card. Come on, something good. Draw. Grade 3. And skill of my Novaria Dragon. Should I call a Shadow Army? Yep, I activate my Novaria skill, replacing Kojimi with Shadow Army token. That ought to do it. 33k to Vanguard. The attack goes through. Twin Drive, first check. Yes, a critical trigger. Critical to Vanguard. Power to Shadow Army token on the right side, front row. Critical and powered up. Here comes the second check. No trigger, Persona Ride. Alright, just what I needed. 2 damage and slash. And check first. No trigger, 6 damage. I win. GG. It was a pretty good match. I was worried since I drew a lot of triggers out unintentionally at the beginning of the game, but I managed to draw the cards I needed because deck worked more or less and got the win. So I got win 1 for 6 turns, Superior Call, drew 3 more times in a turn, Energy Blast up 5 times, and got 1350 VP, total 42, 10 VP, pressing A to go next, leaving the fight and returning to the game story. I won, Yuki says somewhat cheerfully. I'm sorry, Ichidoji-san. Tatsuki apologized. What? Yuki is surprised to hear that? Actually, I had a feeling. A feeling of what? That you haven't been enjoying Vanguard as much as before. He noticed, huh? Yuki's shocked to hear that. Yuki is kind of guilty to hear that. You acted as usual, but every time we fought, I could sense a slight hesitation. Really perceptive. I wanted to help, but I was not capable enough. Tatsuki admits it. I felt frustrated at myself for not being able to do so. Dude is really laying himself on hard. Tatsuki-san. Thank you. And now Tatsuki seems to be sure of something what's coming next. I accept your resolve to move forward no matter what. Said Tatsuki. Yuki is hearing him admit everything. Maybe you're trying to see something we've never seen before. Like what? Yuki's shocked, and she seems to have been just as surprised to hear that. something we've never seen? Like what?
Ah,
That's what your Vanguard said to me. And let's see where that path goes.
すみません。
I can't see anything yet. That's too bad. Maybe we'll see it sooner in the story.
その
I don't know what it is, but let's find out. That's why I want to reach it. Go for it.
ah,
I see. Tatsuki agrees quietly. I'll take a good look at myself too. You should. Everyone should.
そうだな。
Of course, I have responsibilities at home, but I also want to see what I can do for Vanguard. That's a noble goal at the end. Tatsuki-san, Yuki's flustered and a little blushing to hear all that. And the screen blacks out, relieving the scene. Got a card for winning. Got a deck recipe for Tatsuki's deck. The card I got was the grade 3 Sword Princess of Dream Blade, La Sereni Veleno. I got 2 of these cards and they're added to my inventory. And now we're in a new chapter, Otowa Dosaki. There are 3 available fights. 1 main versus for Doshi-san, and then there's 2 free fights for Mika and Tatsuki. And I think if that's all time we have for today, first I want to say is thank you to the viewers for watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos that I plan on uploading in the future. I hope you all show support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. And with that I say goodbye and see you all soon.